It's time for our editorial, and this week the JoyNews Editorial focuses on the concerns of the families of the missing Takoradi girls after the police declared them dead. Of sadness and disbelief when the Inspector General of Police made this announcement.
The Ghana Police Service has, with regret, therefore informed the families that the remains are those of Ruth Abak, Priscilla Blessing Bintum, Ruth Love Quazen, and Priscilla Crunchy.
Many of us did not see this coming, or perhaps we did, but our minds were not prepared for the pain and agony that racked our collective conscience when those words were said. The girls are dead. After all, we had been told by the security heads that they were on course to rescuing the girls who had been kidnapped by their captors who had been demanding ransoms.
Together with the BNI, we've worked very well, and currently we know where the girls are. I am unable to give the details because we don't want to compromise their safety. We are working hard together with other stakeholders so that these girls are brought back home safely. The assurance to the family is that they should keep on keeping on. The ladies, we know where they are and they are safe.
Now, we all have sisters or daughters or cousins, and so we could all feel what the families were going through as they awaited the outcome of the DNA test. Hopes were high that the outcome will be negative. Sadly, it emerged positive, according to the police. But it didn't come as a surprise when the families of the 4 girls refused to accept the outcome of the police forensic team's test on the DNA extracted from the human remains they exhumed in Kansaurodi.
When we are sending the bones to them, no one of us witnessed that very bones. And you don't know how it was processed. You don't know how you end everything. And you told us and promised us that you will come and assemble us at the police headquarters and inform us whether positive or negative. Now that you have mentioned this, are you doing the right thing? There is no iota of truth of what they have said.
The families accused the police hierarchy of not being truthful with them and insisted they had been assured their daughters would be returned to them.
I'm in June, or Sunday 13th March. I'm not catching me there. I want to know one way this car. It's my can't show ya. 13th March, the 2 work at the Master Metro. That man can't show any happen around 9 o'clock.
News of the children's deaths left the families very broken, but they have not moved on. They want an independent test conducted to satisfy themselves that those bones are absolutely that of their girls. And their calls have been backed by some respected experts and renowned pathologists, Professor Bedu Akosa.
And it disturbed me enormously because it was almost as if we'd closed the chapter. But I've been in pathology since 1980. And in every situation, it calls for a second opinion.
So you have pathologists and criminologists saying there should be a second opinion. And why not? If you have people casting doubt on the quality of your work, why will you not allow them to conduct an independent test to put to rest those doubts that linger not just in the minds of the families, but some Ghanaians? While the forensics expert has defended his work, here's what he had to say.
All 4 were females. That was very clear. And to be honest, that day when we did that work, I got a bit like depressed. I felt like, oh, okay. And adding that to the age range determination, I was a bit more scared that even though this is not supposed to be like, I don't have to be very emotional. I feel like, you know what, we are getting closer.
But the family is not buying it. And more than a week after this dreaded announcement was made, they accuse the police of failing to grant their request to hand over the bones of their loved ones.
We will not accept the outcome of the DNA result, simply because there are more chances, there are communication, and assurance that they gave to the whole world, the whole Ghana, that they have seen the girls, they have rescued them, and they were receiving medical attention. So for that matter, we are thinking that maybe the kidnappers are demanding for a ransom.
People are emotional, and rightly so, because this involves the lives of loved ones. A family member they would never be seeing again, that they never dreamt would be taken away from them. It's not that we don't trust the police, we trust them. But the police has not spoken publicly on this matter after the IGP's announcement. It is important not just for themselves, but the families as well, to grant their request and have them conduct their own test on these bones, because this will give them some form of closure. In their minds and their hearts, they would finally move on because they have established the truth. So the question is, Ghana Police Service, why is it taking forever for you to communicate with the families and give in to their request? Mr. IGP, Madam CID boss, please return the bones to the families. Whether they choose to bury it or they want to test it, release the remains to them. After all, it belongs to them.